Hey folks, today I'm going to be explaining everything you need to know to start futures trading in crypto. We'll cover exactly what futures trading is, all the basic terminology and the keywords used in futures trading, the advantages and disadvantages compared to regular spot trading, and finally we'll do a live example so you can see exactly how it works in real time. Alright, let's start with the basics. Futures trading is a way of speculating on the future price of an asset, in our case, crypto, without actually owning the underlying coin. Instead of buying and holding, for example, Bitcoin like you would in spot trading, you're effectively entering a contract that says either I think the price will go up, that's a long position, or I think the price will go down, that's a short position. The big difference from spot trading is that in futures you can use leverage, meaning you can open a position much larger than the cash you actually put down. That's what makes futures trading exciting to a lot of new traders, but it's also what makes it risky, and we'll get into that in a minute. First, let's go over some of the keywords you'll come across when trading, starting with margin. In simple terms, your margin is the total dollar amount you're risking when you open a futures trade. There are generally two margin modes: isolated or cross margin. In isolated margin mode, you are only risking the dollar amount that you allocate to that one position. For example, if you opened a long position with a $50 margin, the most you can lose is $50, regardless of how much you have in your account. In cross-margin mode, your entire futures trading account balance is used as collateral for all of your open trades. If you open a $50 long position but you have $200 sitting in your futures account balance, you are risking that entire $200. The advantage of that, however, is that your long liquidation price would be significantly lower and your short liquidation price would be significantly higher, meaning that the price has more room to move against your desired direction before you get wiped out. For most beginner traders, I would recommend sticking with isolated margin and exposing yourself to less risk per trade. Next up, leverage. This is the multiplier applied to your margin. If you put down $50 of margin and use 10x leverage, you're now controlling a $500 position. Your profits and losses are calculated based on that full $500 position size. Liquidation price. This is the price at which your position gets automatically closed by the exchange because your losses have used up your entire margin. Once you hit your liquidation price, that margin is gone. Funding rate. Since perpetual futures contracts don't have any expiry date, exchanges use a funding rate to keep the contract price in line with the actual market price. Depending on whether more traders are long or short, you'll either pay or receive a small fee every few hours just for holding your position open. Okay, now let's get into the advantages and disadvantages of futures versus spot trading. Advantages of futures. Number one, you can profit whether the market goes up or down thanks to long and short positions. Number two, leverage means you can control larger positions with less capital. Number three, futures trading is generally more capital efficient as long as you can manage risk properly, allowing you to hold more open positions at once with less capital. The disadvantages of futures. Number one, leverage cuts both ways. Your losses are amplified just as much as your gains. Number two, liquidation risk. In spot trading, if a coin drops in value, you still own that coin. In futures, however, you can lose your entire margin and get liquidated, leaving you with nothing to show for it. You should always set a stop loss. A stop loss automatically closes your position at a price that you choose, meaning that you can cut your losses earlier without hitting your liquidation price. I'll be showing you how to set up a stop loss in our trading demo in a moment. Number three, if you hold positions for longer periods of time, funding rates can potentially eat into your profits. And finally, number four, futures trading is overall a lot more complex and a lot easier for beginners to make expensive mistakes. Starting with lower leverage like 3 to 5x gives you a lot more leeway for high volatility. Trust me, I know, and I've been there. It's easy for new traders to get overly excited about the idea of 100x amplified gains, and maybe you have a few trades where you get lucky, but then you end up risking too much and wipe out your entire account in one trade. To be honest, that is the fate of most futures traders, so if you can avoid that and stay disciplined, you're already ahead of 99% of traders. Okay, let's move on to our live demo. So the first thing you'll need to start trading is a good exchange. For the past few years, I've done all my futures trading on BitUnix. It's a global non-KYC exchange, so you can use it anywhere in the world, including the US and the UK, without restrictions. They've also got some of the lowest fees in the industry, comparable to and in some cases lower than Binance. They offer up to 150x leverage and they have 24/7 live chat support. If you sign up using my link in the description or the pinned comment down below, you'll get a further 20% lifetime discount on your trading fees. It's also the best way you can support the channel if you find this video valuable. Okay, here we are on BitUnix. So the first thing you want to do is head up to futures at the top here, and the one we want is USDTM futures. Now, of course, you can search a very wide variety of coins in here. Today, though, we're just going to go with Bitcoin. All right, now this is what a typical futures trading setup will look like. Got the chart here, of course. Then you got the order book over here. We don't need to worry about the order book today. In fact, I'm actually going to get rid of it for now, and then we can just drag our chart a little bit bigger here. Our main focus today is on the order form, which is over on the right here. So let's go over everything you can see here, because it can look a little bit intimidating to beginners. So on the top left here is our margin mode. Like I said earlier, either cross or isolated margin. Today we're going to stick with isolated. Don't worry about this for now, just click confirm. Next to that is going to be our leverage, so let's go and click on this. You can adjust this individually for either long or short positions. Again, if you are new to trading, you're probably going to want to keep this quite low. I would say 5x is probably reasonable, so we're going to click confirm on that. Below that, we need to choose our order type. You can do either market orders, limit orders, or there's a load of other types in here. For the purpose of this video, we're just going to do a market order. All that means is the order executes immediately at the current market price, which you can see right here. Next thing we need to do is set our margin, which we're going to do in the quantity box here. For the sake of this example, we're going to put $20 into this trade. Now remember that margin will be amplified by the 5x leverage, giving us a $100 position size overall. So our profits and losses will be calculated the same as if we had a $100 spot position. Anyway, once you enter a margin, you will now see your estimated liquidation prices. What this tells you is if you were to enter a long position with this margin at this current market price with this exact leverage, then your position would be liquidated if the price dropped to about 52k. Or if you entered a short position from this current market price, then you would be liquidated if the price went up to 77.5k. However, like I said earlier, you generally don't want to be in a position where you're getting liquidated at all. So to prevent that and safeguard ourselves from unnecessary loss, what we're going to do is set up a stop loss. To do that, you want to click this TP/SL box here. This lets us set up both a take profit and a stop loss target. Now, I'm not going to sit here and do a load of TA right now, but based on this chart here, let's say we decide to enter a short position. A reasonable target looking at this chart might be somewhere around maybe 62k. So if we go and enter 62,000 in this box here, that now means our short position will close if the price reaches 62,000, and you can see our estimated profit from that right here. Now, you don't have to set a take profit target, but I generally recommend it because it takes a lot of emotion out of the trade, which is always a good idea. Okay, now let's set our stop loss target. So again, the same idea. Based on this chart right here, maybe you would want to set a stop loss somewhere above this wick here. Let's just call it even and say 65.5k. So we're going to put 65,500 in here. And of course, that now means if the price hits 65.5k, that would close our short position. And down here, you can see our estimated loss in that scenario. As a general rule, when you're setting up take profit and stop loss targets, you should always stand to profit more than you stand to lose. Now, as you can see with this setup, we are taking a $20 trade, and with our current take profit target, we stand to make about $4. Or if the price hits our stop loss target, then we only stand to lose $1.28. And that is why setting up a stop loss is so important. Because of this setup here, instead of risking our entire $20 margin, worst case scenario, we're only risking $1.28. Anyway, now that we've got everything set up properly, let's go ahead and enter this short position. You'll get this box just to check everything over and confirm here. So we're going to click confirm. There we go, we are now in a short position. If you look down here, you can see all the details of our trade. We entered at this market price. This is our estimated liquidation price. This is our current unrealized P&L, which is what we would have if we closed this trade right now. Beneath that is our realized P&L, which as you can see is negative at the moment. That's just because of our trading fee. If you want to edit your trade, you can also do that here. You can change the take profit and stop loss targets if you want. If you want to close the trade, you can do that right here. Also, if you want to change the take profit and stop loss quickly, you can actually just drag them around on the chart here. Now, of course, there's always a lot more to cover, but those are the basics. Once again, if you do want to check out BitUnix, my link down below will get you that 20% lifetime trading fee discount. Anyway, that's all for now. Feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these trading tutorials and educational videos on this channel, so stay tuned for that. For now though, I'll see you in the next one.